Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Today I have something informative lined up for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe online, cyber defense. Before we start, let's get one thing straight. This is a digital safety lesson, not a guide for causing trouble. If you're here looking for ways to break into systems or cause chaos, you're in the wrong place. Our goal is to empower you with knowledge, not to encourage any kind of mischief or illegal activity. The information you'll find here is meant for learning and protecting yourself. Think of it as digital driver's ed. Just like you wouldn't use driving lessons to become a getaway driver, you shouldn't use this knowledge to harm others. Instead, use it to navigate the internet safely and responsibly. We'll explore how dangerous files work, what makes them so risky, and how cybercriminals use them to trick people. By understanding the tricks and tactics used by hackers, you'll be better prepared to spot red flags and avoid disaster before it strikes. Using this knowledge to harm others is illegal and can ruin lives. Imagine losing all your photos, important documents, or years of work in a single second. The consequences can be devastating, not just for you, but for anyone targeted. So, no funny business. We're here to build your digital immune system, not hand out weapons. Think of this as a vaccination against cyber threats, not a toolkit for causing harm. Approach this as a student, eager to learn and protect yourself, not as a villain looking for shortcuts or loopholes. The digital world is full of dangers, but with the right mindset, you can navigate it safely. Never try to create or run the dangerous files we discuss on any computer, ever. Even experimenting just to see what happens can have serious, irreversible consequences. It's like being told not to stick a fork in a toaster. The warning is for your own good. Some things are dangerous no matter how curious you are, and digital threats are no exception. Now that we're clear on the ground rules, let's dive into what these mysterious files are, how they operate, and why they deserve your respect. Treat them with caution, just as you would any real-world hazard. This is about learning to stay safe in a wild digital world, where threats can come from anywhere and at any time. The more you know, the better you can protect yourself and those around you. Ready? Let's begin our journey into the belly of the beast. Stay alert, stay curious, and most importantly, stay safe. Let's get started. So, what's a bat file? Think of it as a to-do list for your computer. It's a simple text file with commands your computer follows step by step. Batch files are old but powerful, used for automating tasks like backups or cleanups. They're not evil, they're tools. Pros use them to save time, but anyone can make one in Notepad. Just type commands, save as .bat, and double-click to run. That simplicity is both their strength and their danger. A batch file can be a helpful assistant or a digital wrecking ball. It all depends on the commands inside. Because they're so easy to create, they can be used for good or bad. Always be cautious with unknown .bat files. They could be harmless or disastrous. Understanding this duality is key to staying safe. Let's see how things can go wrong. Here's where things get scary. When you think your files are safe, but in reality, a single file can turn your entire digital world upside down. A bat file, which might look harmless at first glance, can actually destroy everything on your computer if it contains the wrong commands. These files are like ticking time bombs. One wrong move, and the consequences can be catastrophic. The command prompt, which is the heart of Windows automation, has incredibly powerful tools at its disposal, tools that can be used for good or for absolute destruction. For example, the command, which can delete files instantly, no questions asked, no second chances. It doesn't care what you're deleting. Once you hit enter, it's gone. With wildcards like a single line of code can wipe out every file in a folder or even an entire drive in the blink of an eye. Combine that with commands to navigate to your C drive, and suddenly, your entire operating system, all your programs, and every personal file you own is at risk. It's like giving a burglar the keys to every room in your house. A malicious script can silently delete everything, system files, photos, documents, without warning, working in the background while you're completely unaware. It can even suppress error messages, so you might not notice anything is wrong until it's far too late to do anything about it. Your computer might look normal, but the damage is already done. The computer just follows orders, erasing your digital life in seconds, with no hesitation or remorse. years of work, memories, and important data can vanish in an instant. There's no recycle bin, no confirmation, just instant, irreversible loss. Once the command is executed, there's no going back. That's why these files are so dangerous in the wrong hands. Hackers and cybercriminals know exactly how to exploit these vulnerabilities to cause maximum damage. One careless click, one moment of curiosity, can unleash total destruction on your system. It only takes a second to lose everything. Always treat unknown batch files with extreme caution. If you're not sure what a file does, don't open it. Your caution could save you from disaster. Let's take a closer look at what this dangerous code actually looks like, so you know what to watch out for and how to protect yourself. Let's peek at the kind of code that can wipe a hard drive. This is for education only. Never type or run this. A destructive batch file can be shockingly short. It might start with to hide what it's doing, then moves to the root of your main drive. Finally, this line deletes everything, forces deletion of protected files, skips confirmation, and digs through every folder. In just a few lines, the script can silently erase your entire system. The simplicity is what makes it so dangerous. You won't see what's happening until it's too late. This is why you must recognize and avoid suspicious scripts. Now let's talk about how fast the damage happens. 12. The scariest part, the speed. The moment you double-click a malicious batch file, destruction begins instantly. Your computer can delete thousands of files in seconds. No warning, no time to react. You might see a black box flash and disappear, but the damage is already underway. Programs stop working, files vanish, and within a minute your system can be ruined. Critical files are gone, and you're left with a useless machine. Restarting won't help. You'll see errors or a black screen. The script's speed leaves no chance for regret or intervention. That's why a single careless click can be catastrophic. Always pause before opening unknown files. But how do these files get onto your computer in the first place? How do these destructive files end up on your computer? Through deception. Malicious scripts are disguised as something harmless, an invoice, a game, or a movie. You might get an email with an urgent subject and an attachment like. If file extensions are hidden, you might not notice the danger. One double click and your data is gone. Scammers also use tempting downloads, free games or software that are actually traps. The promise of something for nothing blinds people to the risk. The lesson: be skeptical. Don't open files from unknown sources, no matter how tempting. Your best defense is caution, not just antivirus. If you weren't expecting a file, don't open it. A moment of hesitation can save you from disaster. Let's see how one mistake can affect an entire office. Picture this. Dave at Bright Ideas Inc. gets an email with an attachment. He's busy, doesn't notice the file type, and clicks it. A black box flashes, then nothing, so he ignores it. Minutes later, his computer malfunctions. Programs won't open, and a restart leads to a black screen. Panic sets in, his work is gone. But it gets worse. Dave's computer was connected to the office network. The script spreads, deleting files from shared drives, projects, contracts, everything. Soon the whole office is in chaos. Reports vanish, databases are inaccessible. The IT manager unplugs the server, but the damage is done. A week's work is lost, all from one careless click. This shows how a single mistake can cripple an entire organization. Backups help, but prevention is better. So how do you protect yourself? 15. Protecting yourself online might seem complicated, but it's actually straightforward when you stick to common sense and develop good digital habits. In today's world, where so much of our lives is stored on our devices, a few simple steps can make a huge difference. The golden rule is this: if you don't recognize a file or you're unsure who sent it, don't open it. Even a single careless click can lead to malware or data theft. Be especially cautious with unexpected attachments, even if they appear to come from friends or colleagues. Hackers often disguise malicious files to look like they're from someone you trust. One smart move is to change your Windows settings to always show file extensions. This way you can easily spot files that might be dangerous, like those ending in .exe or .bat. To do this, go to File Explorer options and uncheck the box labeled Hide Extensions for known file types. It's a small change that gives you more control and awareness. With extensions visible, you'll quickly notice if a file is actually a program or script, even if it tries to look like a harmless document or photo. This simple step helps you avoid files that are masquerading as something safe, but could actually harm your computer. Of course, keeping your antivirus software updated is essential. Think of it as your digital security guard, always on the lookout for threats. But remember, no antivirus is perfect. The most important layer of protection is your own caution and awareness. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't forget to back up your important files regularly. Use an external hard drive or reliable cloud storage service to keep copies of your valuable data safe. If disaster ever strikes, like a virus, hardware failure, or accidental deletion, a backup can turn a potential catastrophe into a minor inconvenience. Remember, you can always reinstall software, but lost memories, photos, and important work documents are often irreplaceable. A good backup is your ultimate safety net, giving you peace of mind that your digital life is protected no matter what happens. So stay alert, keep your backups up to date, and always practice safe computing habits. These small actions add up to big protection. Let's wrap up with a final word on responsibility. Your digital safety is in your hands, and with the right habits, you can keep your information secure. We've seen how a few lines of text can cause massive destruction or make life easier. The goal here is to help you protect yourself, not cause harm. Every email, every download, every unknown file is a potential risk. Think before you click. The same tools that help IT pros can be twisted for harm. With every new tech skill, you gain both power and responsibility. Never use this knowledge to hurt others. The consequences are real and lasting. Show file extensions, keep antivirus updated, back up your data, and be skeptical. Treat every unknown file as a potential threat. By staying informed and cautious, you can keep your digital life safe. Use your knowledge for good and stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Be smart, be safe, and protect your digital world. Thanks for watching and learning with me. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. I value your feedback. Cyber defense.